Okay, number 7. In the graphic organizer below, 2 details are provided. So you have our 2 details, 1, 2, and we have this one that's blank. So this is going to be our main idea, right? This is like our star idea. These are our 2 details that come off of that, just like when we were writing our 3 eras from the Stone Age. We had our main idea and then we had some details. Okay. It says, think about the idea that these 2 details support and write it in the space provided. Okay, so let's read them. The Great Recession of 2008 caused families to become more cautious about having children. Okay, so we know we're talking about that whole birth rate thing and people maybe not having any more children. Gender roles are changing and more women are choosing to focus on building their careers before starting a family. Okay, so here are 2 little details and we need to find the text here that this supports. Okay, so fewer families are having children. People are not having many children because they're building their careers. So what does that mean? Well, that basically just means that fewer babies are being born. That's what the main idea is here. So fewer babies are being born. That's it. All right, and let's find one more detail here. It says number 8. Now find one more detail that supports this idea. Okay, well, people, if we go over here, people are, okay, we have our birth rates dropping, and let's see, people are waiting until later in life to have children. Okay, that's what that one was. There we go. All right, so let's go down here. Reread this paragraph from the article. Because Toys R Us owed so much money, they were not able to spend money on improvements to their stores. They were not able to create a better online shipping system that could compete with Amazon, pay their workers better wages, or update their stores. Number 9. What is the main idea of this paragraph? And we're talking about this one here. Okay. The main idea is that Toys R Us owed so much money. They owed so much to the toy makers and to different things that they were not able to spend money on their stores. All right, so let's go ahead and write that. Toys R Us Toys R Us debt prevented them, from making improvements to their stores. Okay, so Toys R Us debt, did I seriously, you guys? We're all learners, right? Debt, not department. Toys R Us debt prevented them from making improvements to their stores. Okay, number 10. List 3 details from the paragraph that support this idea. All right, well, let's go back. Or actually, we can just look at this paragraph. It's right here for us. We're going to support this idea. So they were not able to create a better online shipping system. They couldn't compete. I mean, if you order on Amazon, it's there the next day, basically, and Toys R Us, you would order it and 3 weeks later, your toy would come in the mail. And, people could just go to Amazon and they're like, okay, instant gratification instead of 3 weeks down the line. So, let's see. Toys R Us couldn't compete with, we'll say, better online shipping systems. Okay, there's our first detail from this paragraph. Okay, the second one, they couldn't pay their workers better wages. People could go somewhere else and get paid more to work. So let's see. Toys R Us couldn't pay their workers better wages. All right, and then the last one, they couldn't update their stores. Okay, so that is our last detail that will support them making improvements to their stores and improvements to the people's working conditions. Okay, so Toys R Us couldn't update their stores. Okay, number 11. Now fill in the graphic organizer below with your answers from questions 8 and 9 above. Okay, so we are going to just take this information that we just wrote out, we answered the questions, and we're going to put it into a graphic organizer so it's nice and separated. All right, so debt prevented Toys R Us from making improvements. That is what our main idea is. We just wrote it here. We're going to just plop it right in there. So let's see. Debt prevented Toys R Us from making improvements. All right, and then we have our 3 details, which we wrote right here on the line. We're just going to put them into this graphic organizer. The first one was they couldn't create better online shipping. We'll say online shipping systems, because that is true. You would have to wait for a while to get that toy. All right, the next one, Toys R Us couldn't pay their workers better wages. So we'll condense that. We'll use our, they couldn't pay their workers more, sadly. All right, and then the last one, they couldn't update their stores. We're just gonna say they. Okay, there we go. We've taken this information and we've just organized it very nicely into a nice graphic organizer. So we are finished with this activity, with activity 5. Make sure that you have your details here. Put them nicely into this graphic organizer and put it back into your purple folder. All right, if you need to go back and re-watch the video so you can catch up, please do. All right, I will talk to you in the next video.